4 Florida statute.
I'll plead not guilty right now.
And your grand jurors being present.
He just doesn't look like the type to kill somebody, said the lady outside the court. But the truth was far worse. Meet Robert Theodore Bundy, or the world would come to know him, Ted Bundy. A man who began serial killing before the term even existed. With his piercing blue eyes, calm demeanor, confident presence, and a disarming smile. Bundy did not just commit evil, he disguised it.
I perhaps had hoped for a confession or more openness, but I'm not surprised that he didn't do it.
He once proposed to his own defense attorney in court.
Will you marry me? Yes. And I do hereby marry you. Thank you.
But behind this bizarre courtroom romance was a trail of horror that stretched across 7 states over a decade and claimed the life of dozens of women, possibly hundreds. Ted Bundy was born on November 24, 1946, in Burlington, Vermont. His mother, Eleanor Lewis, was unmarried, his father unknown. To hide the shame, Bundy was raised believing his grandparents were his parents, and his mother was his sister. A childhood of confusion, deception, and emotional distance. And from this untangled upbringing, something dark began to take shape. As a teenager, Bundy grew increasingly isolated. He began peeping through windows, lying, and committing petty thefts. The warning signs were there, but no one was watching close enough. Bundy enrolled in law school in 1968, but dropped out a year later. However, he would later use that legal knowledge to represent himself during his own trials. In 1974, in Seattle, Washington, Bundy approached Linda Ann Haley while wearing a fake cast and asking for help. She vanished, and she wouldn't be the last. Bundy's charm was his weapon. He would fake injuries, use a crutch, wear a sling, or pretend to struggle. Young women trying to be helpful would walk right into his trap. And once they were close enough, he would overpower them, assault them, and eventually kill them. Bundy initially targeted college women in Washington, Utah, and Oregon. Later, he grew more brazen, breaking into homes, attacking victims in their own beds, beating, strangling, and worse. Many believe he returned to his victim, committing acts of necrophilia. Almost all of his victims had a chilling resemblance. Young, attractive, long dark hair parted down the middle. Was it a preference, or was he chasing the image of someone from his past? In 1975, during a routine traffic stop in Utah, police searched Bundy's car. Inside they found handcuffs, a ski mask, and a crowbar. Not exactly innocent. Around the same time, Carol DeRonch escaped a kidnapping attempt and positively identified Bundy in a police lineup. He was sentenced to 1 to 15 years in prison. While awaiting trial, Bundy escaped from a Colorado courthouse, jumping from a library window. He was caught, but then he escaped again, this time from jail by crawling through a ceiling panel. This time, he vanished, and he resurfaced in Florida, and the killing would intensify. On January 15, 1978, inside Chi Omega sorority house, Bundy brutally strangled and murdered 2 women and attacked 2 more, leaving one paralyzed for the whole life, all within just 15 minutes. Then in February, he abducted and murdered 12-year-old Kimberly Leach. 2 months later, on April 7, 1978, her partially decomposed body was found in a tin hog shed. That was the final straw. A statewide manhunt was launched by police. In 1978, Bundy was arrested again, caught driving a stolen car in Florida.
I noted a vehicle driving erratically about an eighth of a mile east of Aspen on Highway 82. We observed this vehicle for a matter of seconds, and I turned around and pursued it, contacted it, and found Mr. Bundy driving it.
He gave police a fake name, but his fingerprints told the truth. His trial became the first nationally televised murder trial in US history. The turning point: bite mark evidence. Forensic expert matched his crooked chip teeth to the wounds of victim Lisa Levy.
I ask you, please deliberate carefully.
He was sentenced to death for the murder of Lisa Levy and Margaret Bauman. In 1980, he was sentenced to death again, this time for the murder of Kimberly Leach. Fiber evidence linked her clothing to Bundy's van. Eyewitness sealed the case. But his mother thinks otherwise.
How could you consider all those momentous decisions in 6 hours? It's just impossible. It's wrong. We'll appeal it. It's just... What else can I...
Bundy did not just manipulate victim. He manipulated the courtroom. He fired his defense team representing himself. He used charm, deceptive tactics. Bundy also staged a courtroom marriage to Carol Ann Boone, who had stood by him during his trials. She later had his child. Before his execution, Bundy confessed to over 30 murders, but many believe the real number is far higher. On January 24, 1989, Ted Bundy was executed in Florida's electric chair. Crowd gathered outside the prison. Some cheered, some lit fireworks. Evil had met justice.
Hey, goodbye! Yeah! About damn time! Ted Bundy is dead!
Ted Bundy's story isn't about one man's cruelty. It's about how evil can wear a smile, how trust can be broken in the most unimaginable ways, and how one of the most horrific killing sprees in American history finally come to an end.